November 2019 shop tour. A couple updates since last time. I got my lights and stuff in, and also wanted to show you that Incra deal. But right now, while it's reasonably clean, I can give you an update on kind of what's happening here. Come out the garage door, salute the flag. Hey, there's a puppy dog on TV. You got the media center for going live on YouTube. Yeah, right. And then we got the router bit and the drill bit cabinet. Temporarily got a stand kind of made out of my sawhorses for my joiner because I got tired of throwing my back out, picking it up underneath my bench. And of course, you are familiar with the Win drill press. Behind it, I rigged up that cart, which you've seen before, which has got my whatchamacallit on it, and also the compressor hose. And I guess while I'm doing that, I might as well show you that right now I don't have my lights on. That was lighting with just the ones I have, which are fluorescent, which are about as weak as they can get. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on those other ones, which I put on a little remote switch here, and you can pop them all on. I can control 3 different zones with them. It's a little brighter now with those on. Turn off the fluorescence, and really doesn't make any difference in the camera when I do that. Now I just got the LEDs on, and what a difference it makes in here. Can't believe it. So anyhow, we got, of course, garbage can, recycle, and the biggest area, the scrap wood pile, and bandsaw, and miscellaneous crap behind the toolbox, which has basically been converted to screws and small little knick-knack type things, or fasteners, and then just my wrenches and screwdrivers and pliers and vice grips and channel locks, and you know the drill, all the crap you get. Some ladders and a cooler stuff behind there. Wheelbarrow and a cover for my truck, and then basic lawn and vehicle washing type stuff, pressure washer, and the miter saw, which is, I'm keeping that on wheels just so I can move it around. The dust collection system with floor sweep on a baffle system. Got my shooting boards behind on the wall there, and just yank them off and use those shooting boards. And sandpaper broken out by grit for my orbital sander, which sits up on there. And then on the side I got a multi-tool also that I can use. That's a little 12-volt multi-tool, but it's great for getting in corners. Top, I got some airflow to push the air around the room, and smelly stuff because I usually stink. Different types of screws, drywall screws, wood screws, and my sander, and my jigsaw, and some blades, and miscellaneous crap in that box. The vacuum that runs the overall dust collection, paints and brushes and different stuff. I don't know if you've seen any of these things yet. These things are the bomb. Let me tell you, just pick glue right out of them and they come back and they're just real good for spreading glue again. But they don't get all messed up. They're pretty cool. And let's see here. So glues and stained or oils and Danish oil and boiled linseed, ear and eye protection, squares, a couple different mallets, homemade mallet, couple planes, chisels. That's my get out of town bag. I throw that in the truck when it's spares of everything I got, and I just keep it in the truck for traveling on the road. And I got plenty of room on my cleated wall to do some stuff. I think right there where I'm going to actually build a tool cabinet to put in all this kind of stuff in there. And straight edges and levels and saws. I had 2 more saws. My new ones are over there. My Veritas crosscut and rip saws for ducktails and stuff. Some old cheapy crap ones, clamp rack, And of course you've seen the table saw cart, but here's a little closer up of the Incra that I got, the 1000 SE. I guess it's a special edition, but the thing's the bomb. You can flip that, loosen the handle, turn this back, and move this to whatever degree you want. So you wanted to have a 25 degree, it's hard to do this on the camera, or 22.5, it's got pre-notches in it. Just slide that in there, tighten that up, and now you're 22 degrees, 22.5 degrees, that blade. So that's a pretty sweet deal. It's got double flip stops on it that come up off it, so you can do that. Set those differently. It's also got a little deal you can open up here. Sorry, I'm doing this one hand and trying to look at the same time. Pop that deal, and that thing stretches out to whatever you want. You can move the stop over to this side if you want to, and it moves out quite a ways. I think 24 or 5 inches. It's out 25 right now, 26. It goes out 28, so it gives you a lot of support, which is kind of nice. Works real good. It's got these nice adjustments on the deal, so you can get it tight as you can imagine in your slot, which is nice, but it actually still moves nice. So I've been pretty happy with it so far. Just a little putzing around I've done with it, but get that damn thing out of my hands. Then I can actually move over here and you can cut it off. I'm waiting for the day that I do that. But I mean, this whole unit will slide up and down, so you can adjust it. But once you adjust it, you got to do it, re-square it and everything like that. So I usually leave it on this side here, and it works pretty good. And not too much else new. There's my gripper blocks I bought. And let's see here. There's the Bosch palm rod. Pamela decided I needed to have one after looking at my list. And it's a sweet little deal. And can't wait to start breaking that bad boy out. Did come with an edge guide on it too, which is kind of nice. Not that that's something you probably would need a lot when you're doing chamfering and stuff like that. So that's a pretty nice little tool from the wife. And what else do we got? Oh, that's my air filtration system up there, and it works pretty good. Actually, I've been surprised on how well it takes the small particles out. You really can't see in the back. There's a double filter system. That's the first one. It's getting kind of dirty already, so it's sucking air through it pretty good. I need to check the inside one because it actually breaks it, gets down to 1 micron. But I'll click it on. It's not too bad noise-wise. It has a little remote. So it's running now. You can see the deal out on it. It's got a timer you can put it on for 1, 2, 4 hours, or just turn it on and let it run all the time. And pretty good. That's on low, so it's not bad there. If I put it up medium, it gets a little louder. And then full bore is right there. But which is still not too bad. You know, they got music playing or something like that. It doesn't, I can't really hear it. Because I can't hear shit usually, so anyhow. That's the state of the shop on November of the 2019. Yep, I'm still working off that workbench. I've got to, I want to use some of that maple for some stuff, so, and the oak too, which even though I still have quite a bit of it up here that I've already resawed, and some 2-inch thick stuff I sawed down to, and some 3/4, a little bit bigger than 3/4 on some of that. But All that's hardwood up on the top up there, except for some plywood. There's some plywood down there. And I think I made this little box. I don't know if I showed you the little box I made, but it keeps some little doodads in it, but even some dovetails. But dovetails are a little bit on the shoddy side, but they're not, I mean, they could be better. But it's a nice little box. It's just for hacking around. And I got shit in there for something. I think those might have been for the router, but just solid white oak box. Everyone's got to have one, you know. Nothing new in here. Basically just hole saws, drill bits, centering drill bits, half-inch router bits, a bunch of quarter-inch ones, which all those will work on my new little Bosch. And a lot of them are just finishing edge trim bits. Bunch of countersink bits for steel and for wood, Forstner bits, paddle bits in the back, and a whole boatload of drill bits, which I took the case apart and so I can keep the measurements on all of them. Stuck them inside some oak, of course. I think that this is going to suffice for joining of edges, and of course my planer's on that. I'm going to leave them like that until I get my bench built, and then I'll build something more permanent for that thing, and probably put extension on and off ramps on it so it makes it a little bit more functional to it. And then Pam's crap, that I don't know, it's been here for 20 years, and no, it hasn't really, 3 or 4 years maybe, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. She's doing some research on some bottles that her nephew found that are real old. Other than that, I think that's about it. This is 12 minutes. I'll probably never get the thing to load or go anywhere. So I'll sign off now from Clampett's workshop, and hopefully you're having a good day in the field. Talk to you soon. Bye.